Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to Satisfactory Season 2 here on the channel, and let me tell ya, I did a lot in between. Number one, we basically got everything for particle enrichment, including, well, where are they? The heat sinks, the cooling systems, we did all that work over by the coal factory. I expanded rubber production, I expanded the reinforced iron plates. We expanded production massively. But what I will also say is, here we got some turbo motors, and I took out this portion as well, just kind of building the thermal propulsion rockets because it's more of a matter of time than anything else. So you can see here, we'll just scoot back and forth between the two of these for a second. So we needed all of these items to build the turbo motors. We got them all, we routed them all up. I think thankfully we mostly had all of those already. The cooling systems were really those things that we needed to work on, as well as the rubber. I had a lot of back and forth with the rubber movements. And then you can see here as well, modular engines. Thankfully we had some spares last time around. And then again, turbo motors, cooling systems, and the fused modular frames, which were actually really easy to make. Again, just looking at it, super duper easy with everything we have been stockpiling. So things went very well, and I happen to have made the perfect amount of these. So we're going to just take all of those, and we're going to dump them into the space elevator. Now, Mr. Space Elevator, is there anything in here? Ah, there is still stuff in here. Let's just, for sanity's sake, boink, and there we go. So I'm just going to dump those in there. They're off on their adventure. Goodbye, friends. You were so good. You were so strong for so long. But now you're in there. Really, in existence of the recordings, in the existence of the series, they hardly lasted at all. So it's good. It's a good time here. Now, actually, I'm just seeing here. Well, that's running over there. I just want to throw in an industrial storage unit. Just a second one here. Let's put it there. That should be okay. I just don't want it interacting too much with the rail there, because this is full of computers, which is lovely. I do let the game sit. It does good work. What can I say? Perfect. You, go get me more stuff. And then I need, you can see I'm running out of fuel on the left there. I've got three blips left to use, and I need more, and I am not finding more. Which one are you? There you are. Okay, good. It only took me a second. Now, there you go, top right, phase 4. That item is complete. Let's throw this in here. These beautiful, beautiful turbo motors, and launch them in for particle enrichment. We're going to be unlocking some stuff and listening to Ada.
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta, can be created in the particle accelerator. The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. Fix-It does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant.
Oh.
Fun fact. Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways. On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
You know what, Ada? Why do you disrespect me so? I'm just a simple man here, trying not to be disrespected, but you're so mean to me. This is interesting. These are interesting items here. Nuclear pasta. Extremely dense, formed at extreme pressure forces in neurons. It is theorized to exist. Okay, and I'm assuming it is built at the particle accelerator. So, also, what is that? Nitric acid. Just take a quick gander there. Rewards nitric acid when nitrogen gas reacts with water? Huh. Very fun. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go up here. We're going to sit up here for a second and just chat about what we need. Now, particle accelerator. Big boy friend that we need. Okay, that is a little large. I think this should be built at the nuclear facility that we've been hosting. And let's actually just, because I don't know any of the details of this, let's round up the items we need. So specifically starting with the turbo motors because I only have a supply over here. So I gotta push myself all the way up in this direction for them. And then if I can round up some, I'll take 50. If I can round up some of this spare stuff that's kind of hiding in a few places, maybe, yeah, that'll work. And then infused, I think the infused modular frames is really what it was allowing to just exist by themselves. I don't know, sorry, no, rephrasing. Those infused modular frames, I think it was letting them not exist by themselves, but I think it was what I was being very specific about manufacturing the correct amount for. But I will double check that. If I have not built enough of them though, not a huge deal. It's only 25 and it needs some pretty simple stuff. So let's scoot over there and see what we can find. Also, just while I'm here at the coal plant, I just wanted to point out I did increase the power because what was happening right at the end of the last episode was we were just dipping in, like continually dipping in, and the batteries were draining. So I ran around and put in a bunch more geothermal plants because they were the easiest thing and I had everything we needed, so we got it done and life was very easy and very simple. Now, do we have spare? Okay, all right. I really didn't expect to have that many spares, but you know what? I'm happy about it. That makes life much easier. Do I have spares of those? I do, okay. All right. So these are all kind of not up and, I mean, like they're functional, but again, we've been playing this one as more of a handing off those materials to the main builders when I need, so manually doing it rather than having everything automatically flow. A lot of the stuff that was more basic was functioning in the manner of just using all of it, just going automatically, but in this particular instance, I didn't want to do that too much. So our factory, very odd layout still, not in a bad way, but certainly for automation-wise, this was not the way to go about things. So if you were planning to automate stuff, you would never do the type of factory that I did here. However, this type of factory just made it easy to keep track of things. Made life easier. Where? No, you don't go where I want. I want this one. Made it easier to keep track of things and not overproduce certain items. But of course, in doing that, sometimes you'd come to the point of realizing, oh shoot, I have these middle tier items, but I don't have the higher tier items because I wasn't making them. But you just let the game run. All right, so we're here now, back to the beautiful factory of factories, and I do have to say, are you running? Wait a second. You're not running, are you? No, production is paused. Okay. I need to get my uranium protection in order, my radioactivity protection, because you can see the radiation levels are still beating me up after that one incident of me picking something up that I just really shouldn't have done. That was entirely my bad. But let me quickly just, don't kill me, 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 don't kill me. Whoa! Oh no. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, alright, alright. I understand. Clearly, I need to do some work in that area to, I don't know, not die. That would be good. Oh, look at that. We have a surplus of straters. Holy shit. Wow. That is way more than I was expecting to have on hand. I love that. Okay. Let's get down to business, though. Oh, hello. I think I would probably build this over this direction, just because this seems safe. I don't know. I might need to as well, just long-term, protect myself a little bit more by doing some additional hypertubes so that I can travel over here a little bit easier, you know, because right now it is dying through the lands of radiation, and that ain't it for me. That ain't it. I certainly do need to build more of the filters to protect me, but I am a silly lad and have not done that. And I will strive to do so. But so far, I have not done the good work that I should be doing. Now, that's all good. Perfect, perfect. And I think this should be enough room. So let's just see here. The particle accelerator. Missing quick wire. All right. Yep. I'm ashamed. I apologize. All right. We've got what we need. Let's throw down... you know what? Let's put this... Should I put it dead center? Or should I put it... Let's put it right here. I will line it up there. I don't even pretend to understand what's going on with this. This thing is huge. Holy hell, look at that. That's so fun. I can't wait to see this function, but apparently it uses an absolute boatload of power. Nuclear pasta. Okay, so this is where things are starting to get a little bit more interesting and a little bit more in depth here. Power usage. Okay. Will that kill me? Maybe. Who knows? I can't wait to touch it and find out. It might actually kill me, so I might have to use a drone to transport it, but that's fine. Huh. That seems like a lot of work. Anyway, we're not going to do that. We're going to just stick with the pasta. Copper powder. Okay. That's pretty easy. And then this is where things are a little bit more, not complicated. That's not that bad, actually. So we just need more of the... Yeah, okay. We just need more of the radios and more of those things. And it's 200 and 100. Okay. That's kind of a joke, but that's fine. Let's do that now. I can run that over. I'm not doing any of this right now. You're a rascal. Copper powder. Let's get that running now, though. Because I think... Well, there's copper right here, right? So let's actually take any excess copper. There is excess copper, yes? Seemingly so. How much are you producing? We've got 30, so 60. And then you're taking... Oh, no, you're taking pretty well all of it, actually. Is there an overflow of the goods? There is. So how much are you on? Oh, about half. Okay, that's easy. So let's just do a smart splitter right here. Hello, hello. You are my best friend. Smart splitter. Don't do me dirty now. Don't do me dirty like this. Let's just chuck you here for a second. And what I'll do is any overflow can go to the right. There you go. And then we're talking about a constructor. I love how we've gone all the way back to a constructor now after all this time. And what you're asking me to do is just make powder, right? Oh, there it is. I was like, where's this thing that I need? 50 a minute. Okay. I think, honestly, you know what? Let's build 2 of them. Because what I might be able to do is up that in a bit. Because how much is the... Because I've got everything to make a minor Mark III. So I could be a little rascal and do that. We'll see in a little bit. Let's do splitter. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we've got the copper powder, not exactly going in, but once we turn it on, it'll be fine. Oh, I need to actually, wait a second. It's going to be fine in a second. Let's actually just and I'm going to put a storage unit. Let's put it, come on, you can do it. Are you gonna line up? You're gonna be feisty with me. Fine. There you go. We'll do it that way. And exact same sort of setup. Perfect. Okay. Now we're good. So both of those constructors are making the copper powder. I am seeing, though, that we're kind of at the stage, right, of... Are we running out of copper? Yeah, so there you go. There's only so much that these can do. I will take a quick gander up here, see if there's a way we can kind of sneak a little bit more away from this. Because right now, you know, clearly there are a number of smelters going. This isn't actually at its maximum, so that's a pretty easy fix for us for sure. Let's just turn it all the way up. 600 a minute. I can easily add a handful more down there. Now, you rascals, come here, you. Yeah, there you go. That's what I thought. Oh, there's a second one. Don't be mean to me now. There you go. See, you've been dealt with 2. That's what you get. Is there another? No. Okay. Anyway, so I'll add a couple more smelters on that line. We'll throw in probably another constructor as well, just to make life a little bit easier for us and see what we can get done. And to have a good chuckle at myself, I was wondering why things were working so strangely here with the 2 of them until I realized it uses 300 a minute to make 50 a minute. So this is going to actually take a lot longer than I was expecting. So anyways, I've made 6 new smelters to function as one, and just checking 30 a minute, 30, 60, 90. It's not even 300. But there you go. That's going to be the one really doing the bulk of the work here. It will run out eventually, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. In fact, I can even... Whoops, sorry. I'm bouncing around. See? Look. It's already... There's no stacks. So it looks like it's overwhelmed, but it is very clearly not. It will... It'll be all resolved in a second, and even then, I can take this stack. There you go. And I will dump it into this one. Done. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen here. I'm going to let it run for a little while. We'll see it collect some here. But given that we're going to be needing, well, 200 per, that's 200. It's actually only... It's not that bad. Like, we'll need 20,000 of it. Not terrible, but it will take a little bit of time to make the 20,000. Certainly off that, especially if I'm only making 50 a minute. You get 20,000, you divide that by 50, that's 400 minutes, and that's 6 hours. So... this will have to run for 6 hours by itself in order to do that, but we might have it. We'll see. I'll go and get the other portion started. That way, we're at least in the right space to get the whole process underway, which will be grand. So we need some pressure conversion tubes, which requires those and those, which will not be bad at all. It'll be quite easy actually, and we could even bring all of them over here to do the assembly. So I'm just going to set up the assembler to probably make it happen just on site, because it's, again, it doesn't require nearly as much as the other portion does, but we're going to make it work. So there's that one, and let's just hook it up to boink, and you will be where it says it's not part of the yeah, I guess it's a container. Fine. So fuse modular frames and 2 radio control units. So again, just the math on that. 1 for 1, so we only need 100 of the fused boys and then 200 of the radio control units. So not that many at all. In fact, we can even do small storage containers. Oh yeah, if it even lets me do small storage containers. Let's do them stacked on top of each other. Saving space, you know, saving space. And there you go. Okay, let me go off out and about to go and grab the materials we need. All right, so now we've got back what we need, the beautiful, beautiful fused modular frames. So we're going to throw in 100 of those, and then we have the, is it radio control units? Is that what they are? Radio control units, we need to put in 200 of those, and thankfully we just had 200, so I'm very pleased about that. Now, this is going to start producing the pressure conversion cubes, which of course, again, 1 a minute is going to take 2 hours at this rate. And actually, I suppose, really, comically enough, I could put down 200, or I could put down 100 assemblers and have it done in a minute. Math is mathing. We could actually, I could legitimately throw down a bunch of assemblers. I might just do that and plug in the things myself. But really, again, actually, the restrictive thing ends up being the copper. This is going to be a challenge for sure. So, yeah, because how much do you need? Let's talk about this for a second. You need 100 a minute. If I could produce 100 a minute, then my problem would be solved. But right now, this thing can produce a maximum of 50 a minute, and it's only running at 60%. Honestly, that number might even be going down as we speak. Let's just see here. Do we have any more copper to retrieve to make this a faster process? We do not. Okay, so that's the only copper over here. That is unfortunate. But what I will say is we are running not all of what we can, I think. Let's do a quick check since we're here. Each of these, well, actually, let's count them first. Let's start with counting. We've got 3, 6, 8 going right there. And then up here, we've got another 4 going. So that's 12. So just multiplying, we're going to take the 12 and we're going to multiply it by 30 to say that we've got that much in use. And it actually means that we only have 360 of this in use, which means I can actually add on, oh boy, how many more can we put on? 360 divided by 30. We can put 12 more on. I love this for us. So let's actually get that started. Let's do it, because that way we're actually making moves in a good way, right? We're moving things along. Oh, we're out of concrete. Okay, you're gonna make me lose my mind. There should be concrete up here though. All right, so we've actually done something a little bit interesting here. For the first time, we've made this is probably the largest sort of setup that we've got going on as I break my legs, because I realized that I could make that copper miner a Mark III. So that increased the amount of copper from 600 to 1200, which meant I could make 28 additional smelters. So this is actually only 14. So 14 smelters each can pretty well fully support one of these. Actually, it can more than support one of those. What am I talking about? I should... Ooh, if I can. Let's just see here really quickly if I can sneak in a smart splitter. Apparently I can sneak in a smart splitter there. That's probably too many. Let's do overflow and see if it works here. Because what could happen is that fine? Oh wow, that actually functioned. Okay, cool. So let's actually just throw it in here, because this will just put any overflow that we've got right into this bad boy here, which is fantastic because this one is not operating at full peak. It was only at 60%, but now it will operate a little bit higher. But let's just say that that one's running 50 a minute. You know, this is not that far away from doing at least half, you know, so 50 a minute, needing 200 again. We're talking, I think it's still 6 hours, eh? Either way, you know what? I think it's time to just turn this bad boy on and see what happens. We've got a little bit of access here as well. You can tell we have a smidge here going on and going in. So let's hook this up. Oh, it is hooked up. Oh. What is wrong with it? Oh, it's not hooked up. Okay. Oh, I'm so silly. Okay, let's grab this here. And of course I'd be out of rods. All right, everything's fine. Nobody say anything mean to me. I am doing my best. I will just hook it right up and watch as the power grid absolutely explodes. Now, that should begin to do some fancy work. Oh, that's not actually that bad. Although when it turns on, you're gonna lose your shit, eh? Let's watch it turn on together, shall we, folks? Ooh. So you start down there. You're going to go up there now. Will this kill me? Oh. We're just sitting here in silence as it hums up. Oh my gosh. That's quite the noise. Is that good? Are we happy? Okay, cool. It seriously sounded like it was going to explode. So you fluctuate up and down is pretty well what I'm hearing. That does give me some cause for concern. However, it appears that it is underneath the line still, which is all that really matters to me. Even though we put in a bunch of those, I think we're still okay. But you know, I don't think we're gonna get to this today, because you're talking, it's gonna give 0.5 a minute. It won't even be, jeez. It's gonna take a while for it to give us what we need, actually. So 200 minutes pretty much for that to do its thing, so a few hours. So I think this is kind of an in-between waiting process, and we will end up finishing the milestone for the Fix-It Blueprints Mark II next time around, and completing Phase 4 to see what Ada has to tell us about the magical lands and the magical things that she provides us with. Now, I hope you folks did enjoy today's episode of Satisfactory. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, thank you for stopping by. Happy you did, and I'll see you next time.